On EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the...
Here we go. Wait, 80! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert! 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 Tighten up! Tighten up! Tighten up!
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And some space here. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go, go. Watch, 12, 12.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a give right side, Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check three. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 43. Check.
Right back to Connor here on first. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 66. Crunch. Check three.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Coleman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
This is Coleman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
21.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go! Mike 54! Mike 54! Rip right! He's coming! We got double up! Kill!
On first down, it's Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
He's coming! Double up!
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got time right there. Hey, check 24. Check 24. All right, now, 2:30.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Again, it's Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Like 30.
Mike 54.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Here's Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
He's crashing. He's
Jump
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Check 15. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers 22.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
16, X3, 218, jump.
They'll run here with Connor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
61, match box, right.
Check 24, check
24.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch the Nicholas.
66.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll look to run with Connor, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Mike 54, Mike 54. Rip left, switch.
They'll run for it with Connor, and I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
26 Mike.
Hey, check.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Well, fellas, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Coleman now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They will run again with Coleman.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Coleman. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers! Kevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
You can't block me. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bud Dupree. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Black 20. 54 miles. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Black 30. Check. Watch the before.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Niners 18, Steelers 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go. 20.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.